Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be talking about Angry Joe requesting an apology from Eric July after Eric July calls him out on his false accusations about the April O'Neil race swap towards his one of his artists, Gabe Al-Taib, because reasons, I guess. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this article from Bounding into Comics and go through it. YouTuber Angry Joe requests apology from ISOM creator Eric July after July called him out for false accusations over April O'Neil race swap criticism. And of course, Joe is one of those people who is an extreme leftist, and he believes that, race swaps are okay, essentially, for well-established characters like April O'Neil. YouTuber Joe Vargas, aka Angry Joe, requested an apology from fellow YouTuber and ISOM creator Eric July after he called him out for a number of false accusations. Vargas went after July Rippaverse colorist Gabe Al-Taib and Glorious Rex creator Shane Davis, YouTuber Melody Mack, and Twitter user Avatar Politico, accusing them of racism and wanting to think about young children for their reaction to not only the race swapping of April O'Neil, but also the dumpy character design in the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem film by, of course, Seth Rogen, the same guy that brought Sausage Party. So if you're expecting anything good, you shouldn't. July criticized the race swap in design, writing on Twitter, "Tell me you didn't pay money for this. New TMNT animated reboot opts to tokenize April O'Neil as a fat black woman. This has resulted in fake fans spreading already debunked misinformation. DOA full video is live on YouTube." Which, what Eric July explained and showed was that April was never black in the original design of her. She was always a white character, a white redhead, which Hollywood has this idea that just replace every white redhead with a black person, no matter what. This is the tweet right here. El Taib quote tweeted July, writing, "April O'Neil is a white redheaded lady, just stop, you dummies." Davis also shared his thoughts on Twitter, writing, quote, "I know the attack on redheads is real, but come on, April O'Neil is white." Because she is. I showed that in a video, I think, yesterday or the day before, showing that off. YouTuber Melody Mack also tweeted, quote, "As always, people are pulling the racist card in any April O'Neil criticism, mostly white activists, male white activists or female white activists. April is supposed to be beautiful. They could have given us a cute black April. They made her ugly on purpose. Race plays no role in that. This April O'Neil, another redhead gets bodied by diversity. Now I'm good, won't be watching." Just more people that Seth Rogen turns off from a very popular IP in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Vargas took issue with these valid criticisms. They're not valid at all. I mean, they are valid criticisms, sorry. I misread. Accusing them of being racist and weirdos. He tweeted, "Racist. April O'Neil's white, not black. I'm tired of being replaced. This is BS. Woke, woke, woke." Because it's true. That's all Hollywood has been doing in the last 5 years or so, is replacing white redheads with black actors. They've literally been doing it, bruh. He continued, "Not racist weirdos. I don't care that she's black, but why isn't this 12-year-old?" April O'Neil's not 12, bro. She's old enough to be a reporter, you dumbass. This is how I know right away you're a fake fan of this IP. You're a fake fan of this IP. She was an adult in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 80s. Stop the bullshit, bruh. Vargas included the rest of us. Who the fuck cares? Is it a good movie? No. It looks like shit. It doesn't respect the source material by making an original white character who's a redhead race swap to black. Because once again, Hollywood only sees legitimacy in black characters that are originally white. And most importantly, white redheads. Davis responded to Vargas' tweet, writing, "No, it's already bad because it doesn't respect the source material. The woke are creatively bankrupt and can't create anything new of value, so you attach a loved IP with forced diversity," which is exactly right. Happens all the time. Davis also responded to Vargas' accusations on YouTube, saying, "I want an April O'Neil that was in the original content, that she was a reporter, meaning an actual news reporter. I would still like that if that's okay with you, Angry Joe. That is trying to get the scoop on these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Foot Clan and all of that. I would still like to have that. I would still like, because I'm a fan of the character, because you're not a real fan of this character if you think having a race swapped version of the character is somehow good. I'm sorry. You're just not. You're not a fan if you're saying, oh, you like these changes, but no. Just no. No one likes these changes. Although Screen Rant would like to make you think otherwise. I would like my character not to be race swapped. Make a new character, if you will. If you want a black woman in the film, make a character that has a black woman, then sell me on that character. Don't take in an already established character that people seem to love and adore that's really part of the big folklore of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, you cannot make a TMNT anything without April O'Neil. Well, I mean, they managed to make that shitty Velma show without Scooby-Doo, right? Specifically addressing Vargas' accusation of racism, Davis said, quote, I personally don't like just straight up being called a racist for just not agreeing with the race swap of a character. That doesn't make me racist. It doesn't. July went to YouTube to offer his response to Vargas as well. After reading his tweet, July came to the conclusion. So either he's likening me to a racist or likening me to a P to the E to the D to the O. Okay. He does that by showing me actually right here saying something about this whole situation. That makes him a punk B, July declared. That's not anything I'm going to play around with. Likening me to P to the E to the D to the O, or likening me to being a racist, considering that I am a black man, so it's one or two or both. One of the two or both. I'm either racist, as he's showing the example, or I'm not racist. I'm not the racist weirdo that apparently is likening to this bad thing. He went on to indicate he planned to confront Vargas in person if they happen to be at the same event together. I'm coming to see you for this effing statement because it's not anything I'm playing around with at all. Likening me to something like that. Now, for anyone who watches Judge July, you know he's not talking about physical confrontations. He's talking about just having words. That's it. Later in the video, July said, quote, the issue that I take with all these weirdos is that they have no problem defaming you or the liable, the slanderous claims. They have no issues doing that with people that they perceive as the ideological enemies. Everything is on the table as long as they can paint you as the bad person and they want you to be a bad person and just want to continue as if you are. In response to July's videos, Vargas had the gall to ask for an apology. Wrote on Twitter, quote, I think you need to apologize for popping off and having your fans come at me. I wasn't talking to you. You were only shown because some moron had quote tweeted your tweet. Well, considering you've been on YouTube as long as you have and you know how to crop images, you could have easily cropped out Eric July's tweet. You could have just put in Gabe El Taib's retweet rather than showing the entire thing. You should know better than that. He then claimed none of what I said even applied to you. It's weird you think it did. It's your energy that needs to change. It's because you included him in the screenshot. That's why. Do you not think that that's maybe the reason why? He concluded the video clarifying his comments on how he would confront Vargas in the event that we were at a con and going to see him and we're going to address it. That does not mean I'm going to punch him in his effing face. That's not what we're talking about. I'm saying that I'm not one of those. I shy away from the confrontation. I go to Anime Matsuri or something and I know that someone has been saying these very foul and evil things about myself is there. I'm going to pretend like they're not there. No. I'm going to straight to your booth. We're going to hash it out. We're going to actually discuss this in person, see where you're coming from. And best believe out of that conversation we'll come to a resolution. It's because people like to hide behind the computer screen to talk a lot of noise and think that, and they're so used to not being confronted by the people they're talking crap about that they don't expect someone like Eric July to be the opposite of that. July responded, noting he had no intention of apologizing. Quote, I'm not apologizing for S. You put it in the post. It's still up, and you included me. If you're excluding me and I didn't mean it, you go retract the post or add and clarify. Gabe isn't a moron, by the way. Clearly he's not. He's very intelligent, knows how to color a book very well, as seen in ISUM. Stop with the ho s, though. Where's to think it did? Your post includes me. If that's a mistake, say that, but don't act like it's some irrational position. Vargas replied, of course you are, and you also want to threaten me in person over this S? No, he wants to confront you about your gripes. Typically what he does when he wants to debate people on his show, he wants to argue or debate your gripes that you have with him. You got some big head thinking I'm over here directly addressing you in my tweet and now doubling down real tough guy over a cartoon character. That's the real ho S. Stop embarrassing yourself. The only person that's embarrassing themselves is you, because you're moving the goalpost similar to other people who have moved the goalpost with this already. A likening to, oh, I don't care, but now I don't care about the character when you're getting called out because it's a cartoon. I'm sorry that, again, people are passionate about the stuff they talk about like this, about IPs they actually like, and hate that misinformation is spread about said IP, which is exactly what Eric July is doing. July wasn't having any of this lie either. He responded, quote, I didn't threaten you, but you absolutely should be pulled upon and facing the people you liken to. It's supposed to be P to the E to the D to the O's, or racist. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Vargas continued to try and twist Eric July's words, and then even attempted to play the victim after he was the one who first made accusations against July and others. You said you're going to come at me in real life if you see me, and I wouldn't have this energy in person. What? You injected yourself. No, you injected him. You put him in this. You made the claims towards Eric July. You put him in this. Don't try to play victim now. I should be pulled up on. Calm the F down. You're being purposely offended now. You ain't got to get bent out of shape. It's over. No, it's over because you lost. Because you look like a total fool. That's why it's over. Because you got called out on your bullshit. And you don't like it that someone called you out on your bullshit. As usual. July replied, I said I'm coming to see you in November in the same place. I didn't inject myself. You're the one that made the tweet with me in it, and absolutely you should be pulled up on the people you liken to be effed with. F things up. Effed up things. Doesn't matter who they are. Quit with the dramatics. This is slight work. It's obvious to anyone who can discern between right and wrong that Vargas is in the wrong and that he's violating this. We're not going to talk about that. Specifically, Angry Joe is committing the sin of calumny by making remarks contrary to the truth and harming the reputation of others and giving occasion for false judgment concerning them. So, basically, yes, he lied about what he was doing. He doubled and tripled down on it. Eric July called him out on it, said you should be confronted for your BS and stop talking your noise online and say it to his face and gripe about your gripes. And you didn't like that you got called out for your bullshit. You tried to inject Eric July into something, and then when he responded, you played the victim. And he's not allowing you to do that, and you're upset about it. Meanwhile, it's your fault that Eric July got involved because you decided to inject him in your garbage argument. Thank you all for checking out this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button if you do like the video. Comment below what you think about all this art. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set it to all. That way you get notifications anytime I post a new video. And we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.